Good morning, everyone. It's Kyle with Jones Landscape and Tractor. Today we are refinishing this yard. So the first thing that we did, we prepped it. Uh, we sprayed out all the weeds. We got it down as low as we possibly could with the weed eater and with the mower. And now we're going to go through and till all of this up, get all the big chunks up, so that way we can get that stuff out of there, smooth it out, level it out, and then either seed it or sod it. Okay, so now that we've got this grass tilled up, we've got a lot of these big chunks. So we're gonna bring the tractor with the box scraper through and scrape all of these chunks into a big pile. And then after we do that, we're gonna come back through with the tiller on the tractor and do one last pass to get any of the small stuff that's still rooted in the ground out. At this point, I'm almost ready to bring the additional soil in that I'm going to use to mend this area before I install the sod. But before I do that, I just wanted to run the tiller through just to work up any other grass chunks or weeds, and just to smooth out that soil, so when I add the new stuff, it mixes in easier. And this is the soil mix that we went with. It's a 40% mix of sandy clay loam, compost, and fir fines. So it's a real good soil for sod and grass installation. This load is 6 yards. I ended up getting 12 yards for the entire project. Here I'm just using the tractor to haul the soil from the front to the back, and then I'm going to spread it out and then till that in with the existing soil. That way I don't create a layer on top of the native soil. I want to make sure that sod takes root into both soils. Okay, so now we've got our soil added, we've got the yard tilled. We're gonna take the roller and we're gonna roll the area that we tilled, so that way we can do some final grading, put the sprinklers in, and get the sod in. One thing I didn't show in the video, right after tilling, I rolled it and then I put the sprinkler on to make sure I soaked in the areas that I just rolled to expose any low spots. Then I raked those areas and rolled it again. I rolled this area multiple times prior to the sod installation. Here you can see all the areas that I've set aside for the flower beds. So all the white chalk lines are areas that I'm not going to put grass. Today is our sod installation day. One thing you want to make sure that you do is
allocate enough time that day that you get the delivery to install the sod. You don't want to leave it on the pallet for more than one day, especially if it's hot, because it'll dry out really easily.
So I've got my tractor over here, so I don't have to use the wheelbarrow all the way from the front to the back. And I'm just stacking it in the bucket, then walking each piece over there.
Another really important thing you want to make sure you do is stagger your seams on every row so that way everything grows together properly. It was pretty warm the day that I did the sod installation, so I just wanted to make sure I kept it wet. Now I'm doing a light roll pass over the freshly laid sod just to make sure that I don't have any air pockets and just to make sure that all my seams are tight. Before I cut in any of the flower beds or this area here for the fire pit, I let the sod grow in for about 5 days. That way it had a chance to take and I didn't disturb any of the seams. Then that's when I went back through and repainted my bed lines and I cut them out. After install, make sure you keep your sod watered up really well. Thanks for watching.